welcome back to FPL with Old Man Phil. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget, hit that subscribe button and click that bell so you'll be updated when future videos are uploaded as the season progresses. But before we begin, a little bit of news that we have decided to upload as part of the channel our new FM22 save. And we've chosen to be manager of Newport, and if you are into FM22, why not follow along and see how we get on as a manager in the lower leagues. And we are doing rather well. We've made a rather good start. So why not pop along and see how it's going there. Okay, over to FPL, and it does seem like it's been a long time since game week 11, so let's remind ourselves what happened by the end of game week 11. And we were doing pretty well. We got a game week score of 62, which gave us a game week rank that week of 573k, about there, and that was pretty good because that gives us an overall score of 698, and our overall rank currently, with a green arrow last time, is around about 320k, and for me that's perfectly on track to achieving my 200 to 250k ranking by Christmas. So in terms of the new game week, I had a few problems, but the main two problems that I've got is that I needed to replace Gray, and that was going to be my only change of this game week, but since Sanchez got sent off and he's now suspended, I have to make a decision whether to bring in a goalkeeper or not. So I'm going in the first move to replace Gray, I was going to bring in Gallagher. But I've decided, instead of Gallagher, because of Firmino's injury, what I'm going to do is replace Gray with Jota and see how Jota performs for me over the coming weeks. In terms of the goalkeeper, that was a little bit more tricky to decide. Do I just leave Sanchez and get a 0 point because his fixtures are still pretty good after he will return in the next game week, or do I switch him over now and find perhaps a better goalkeeper? And I've decided to take a 4-point hit and put Cueto of Crystal Palace in goal. So it's a team that I'm not tinkering with too much. There are going to be a few more changes over between game weeks 12 and 18, but we'll probably have a look at those in a little bit more detail when we come back with the results edition early next week. But overall, it's a team that I really am quite happy with going into game week 12. Okay, in terms of the score predictions for game week 12, we have some very interesting fixtures on the go here, and some of these are not going to be very easy to call. Leicester and Chelsea, well, I think that one will go the way it is deemed to go by most pundits, and I'm going to say Leicester 0, Chelsea 2. Aston Villa and Brighton, really this is a tricky one to call. I'm going to put it down as a draw, and I'm going to say 1-1. Burnley, I think, will beat Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace are away, and the away games are not so easy. And I think Burnley are finding a little bit of form, and I think they'll beat them 2-1. Newcastle, I think, will beat Brentford. I think Brentford's run is over. They're going to struggle for a little while, and I think it's going to be Newcastle 1, Brentford 0. Norwich and Southampton, I think that Southampton have the ability to edge this one, and I'm going to say Norwich 0, Southampton 1. And Watford and Manchester United, I think that Manchester United really need a result this weekend, and I do think they will bounce back. It won't be easy for them away at Watford, but I'm going to say 2-0 Manchester United. Wolves and West Ham, I think that West Ham are the team in form at the moment, apart from Liverpool, and I think they're going to beat Wolves easily, and I'm going to say Wolves 1, West Ham 3. Liverpool, I think, shouldn't have any major issues with Arsenal, who are a fairly young side, and I think Liverpool's experience will mean that they will beat Arsenal probably 2-0. And Manchester City against a struggling Everton team at the moment, and I think Manchester City will win very comfortably, and I'm going to say 4-0 to Manchester City. And Spurs and Leeds, is this the week that Harry Kane and Son decide that they're going to get a hatful of points for FPL? I think they will beat Leeds, but not by as much as people think, and I think it will be Spurs 2, Leeds 1. So in terms of predictions, I'm hoping at the moment I am on an average of game week points of 8, which is an average of 40%, which I'm really happy about, because to get 40% in this kind of competition is very, very good indeed. And so that's it. The team is selected and the scores are predicted, and I'm hoping for a good game week in both of these competitions. And if you like the video, give us a big thumbs up, and don't forget, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click that bell so you'll be updated when future videos are uploaded. And all that remains to be said now is see you for the results early next week.